Arizona Republic article dated May 2nd of 1969 informs Tempe residents of the City Council's approval of the annexation of 3.5 square miles of farmland along Guadalupe Road. This unanimous decision paves the way for the birth of the Padre Nation, and the Tempe Union High School District begins plans for the construction of Marcos de Niza High School. Over the next 50 years, future politicians, actors and actresses, Olympians, NASA scientists, professional athletes, business owners, military heroes, educators, and many others with hopes and dreams will begin their journey as a Padre.
Michael and Kemper Goodwin, Ltd., began drawing up the plans for the design of the new high school in 1969. During that year, the ground is broken for the construction of Marcos de Niza. Principal Bill Cox opens the doors in the fall of 1971 to 700 freshmen and sophomores. Students selected brown and gold as the school colors and the Padre as their mascot. Varsity competition began in 1972 as MDN entered the Skyline Division in the AAA Conference. In 1972, the first touchdown in Marcos school history was scored by a junior named Steve Adolph, who will go on to play a prominent role in the future of Marcos, as well as the Tempe Union High School District. Additionally, Preston Denard, a future NFL standout, who would go on to play 8 seasons professionally and be nominated twice for NFL Man of the Year, will catch the first touchdown pass in Marcos de Niza history.
Hi, I'm Preston Denard from the first graduating class of 1974 at Marcos de Niza High School. So glad to be a part of your great history. So congratulations on your 50th year anniversary. I'm a proud alumni.
The 1973-74 school year sees the first Marcos de Niza homecoming. Oscar Ramirez and Cindy Markham were crowned king and queen. That same year, 491 freshmen enrolled along with 300 other new students to boost the student body's population to 1,526. Football went undefeated in 1973, winning its division and finishing third in state under the leadership of Ron Cosner. Not to be outdone, girls volleyball also goes undefeated in the spring of 1974. Marcos de Niza celebrated its first graduating class in the 1974. The Padre mascot, also known as Beth McCorkle, appears live for the first time at a Marcos de Niza football game, and the first true homecoming is celebrated with Jesus Tirado and Marilyn Warren being named king and queen.
Beth McCorkle Gilbert here, the first Padre. Marcos de Niza has meant many things to me over the years, but the main thing I took away from it was that our faculty was so young that they were willing to take calculated risks with us and put us up on their shoulders so that we could see further down the road into the future, as we now are doing with the next generation. And in doing that, they allowed me to take the risk of creating the Padre, which had not existed up to that time, as well as they nominated me to be shadowing the city attorney for Tempe at one time, which led me into an interest in becoming a lawyer, which is what I am today. And I work supporting the public sector with school districts, city council, things like that, that I never would have even thought about or took that risk if it hadn't been for them. So congratulations, Marcos de Niza, on your 50th, and may we give back just like our mentors gave to us. Thank you.
Football wins the Central Region and City Championship, and Coach Ron Cosner is named the Division Coach of the Year. The remainder of the first Padre decade sees impressive accomplishments in academics, athletics, and activities. Industrial Arts builds a drag car to enter into the Winter Nationals at the Beeline Dragway. In 1976, Dr. Bill Fitzgerald became the second principal of Marcos. Cross country had an undefeated season in 1977, while baseball won the regional. Student Council validates a new constitution in 1978 and sets a goal of total student involvement, with an emphasis on Padre pride in academics and athletics, resulting in boys basketball making it to the state. A proud Marcos de Niza alumni class of 78 by the name of Rodrigo Flores, class of 78, will go on to become the mayor of Guadalupe from 2001 to 2009. Padre Band helps bring the first Marcos decade to a successful close by winning Superior at ASU, NAU, and the State Marching Band Festival. Girls basketball won the first ever Marcos de Niza State Championship of any sport in the 1979-80 season under Bob Inigas. One of the standouts from that team is Ruth Ann Kaiser. Ruth Ann would go on to play basketball at Notre Dame and would eventually be inducted into their Hall of Fame.
We reached out to Ruth Ann, and she shared that it's the exceptional people that make Marcos great. Administrators, counselors, staff, teachers, coaches, parents, fellow students, athletes, teammates, and friends, all salt-of-the-earth individuals, whom to this day are some of the most outstanding human beings she has had the pleasure of knowing. And she also wanted to wish the Marcos community a happy 50th anniversary.
ROTC begins as a class, setting a tradition of excellence for years to come. The dawning of a new decade begins with Marcos celebrating its first 10 years of pride. Football wins the league title in '81. Boys basketball wins the division title in '81. Girls basketball finishes as state runner-up also in '81. And soccer is added as a sport. The '81-'82 school year sees Marcos Niza Marching Band winning the Nunamaker Award for the second year in a row. Girls golf places third in the state, and soccer takes the league title. Golden moments of the 83-84 school year include the football winning a league title, soccer winning a state championship, and wrestling winning a city title. The following year, DECA raises over $10,000 in the fight against muscular dystrophy, and the Padre Band wins Superior once again at NAU, ASU, and the State Marching Band Festival. Enrollment exceeds 2,000 students in the 1985-86 school year, and girls basketball once again brings home another state championship under the leadership of Mike Matwick. Marcos de Niza is recognized for its overall excellence in education by being named one of the top 5 high schools in the state of Arizona in 1986. In the 1987-88 school year, the CARE program is developed to help students deal with challenges of being a teenager through a peer mentoring program. And once again, the Padre Band continues its pursuit of excellence by receiving Superior in all 3 major competitions. The following school year, the band is invited to march in President George H.W. Bush's inaugural parade. As the 80s come to a close, Marcos de Niza's Special Olympics basketball, girls varsity basketball, and girls archery all bring home state championships. Dr. Richard Riley was proudly selected as the 3rd principal of Padre Nation in 1990, remaining in that position until 1996. Some of the notable padres of the 80s include John C. Kilkenny, class of '81, who will go on to become the president of 20th Century Fox. Kilkenny is credited with overseeing the Academy Award-winning effects done on Avatar that earned a record-breaking $2.8 billion at the box office worldwide. Stan Colgate, a future decorated war veteran, will serve 14 years of active duty in the United States Air Force and be deployed in Desert Shield, flying 34 combat missions during his career. He will earn over 25 Top Gun awards and retire with the rank of Lieutenant Colonel. Kevin Warren, class of '81, will become an attorney and sports executive. He is the current commissioner of the Big Ten Conference, the first African American to hold this position. Warren previously was the chief operating officer of the Minnesota Vikings. Mary Louise Parker, class of '82, will go on to become a prominent actress in film and TV, most notably Tony Award winner for Best Actress in a Play in 2001. She'll receive both a Golden Globe and a Primetime Emmy Award for her HBO television miniseries, Angels in America, in 2003. Most recently, she has spent 8 years on the cast of Weeds, where she also won a Golden Globe in 2006. Adam Johnson, class of '85, will become an American novelist and short story writer. He'll win the Pulitzer Prize for his 2012 novel, The Orphan Master's Son, and win the National Book Award for his 2015 story collection, Fortune Smiles. He's also a professor of English at Stanford University with a focus on creative writing. Joel Navarro, class of '86, will be elected to the Tempe City Council in 2008 and serve in that capacity for the next 12 years.
Hey everyone, this is Joel Navarro from the class of 1986, giving Marcos de Niza a big shout out on their 50th anniversary. I want to say thank you to the staff and administration for the experience that the class of '86 had. I know that we had very fond memories of our teachers, our sporting events, our dances, our assemblies, our mock rocks, and the friends that we made at Marcos de Niza. And personally, also as a Tempe City Council member, I'm very proud to be a Padre up on the dais representing the city. So thank you, Marcos de Niza. Go Padres, and happy 50th anniversary.
Coach Frank Castro will receive numerous coaching accolades and will go on to be inducted into the Arizona Coaches Hall of Fame in 1994 and the National Coaches Hall of Fame in 2011.
Hi, we're the Whites. My name is Hugh. This is Enadina, Mackenzie, and Frank. Marcos has a real special meaning to us because both of our kids went to Marcos, and Enadina's dad was football coach.
Yes, Marcos really means a lot to us. Mackenzie is class of 2017. Frank just graduated class of 2020. So, of course, Mackenzie is also the Marcos JV cheer coach. And for me, my dad is Coach Frank Castro. He was the head football coach here from 1980 to 1988. My dad was also nominated into 3 different Hall of Fames, the Arizona National Coaches Hall of Fame, the National Coaches Hall of Fame, and the Hispanic Coaches Hall of Fame. So he taught and he coached for over 50 years, but Marcos, he was here the longest, and we just have a special meaning for Marcos. I remember it since I was a little girl coming to watch his games, and we just will forever be Padres.
And hey, go Padres!
Go Padres!
Padre excellence in academics, athletics, and the arts continued during the 90s. The decade starts with state championship in girls archery and chess. Boys soccer earns a three-peat as state champions in the 1991-92 school year led by Greg Vanny, who went on to be a U.S. national team member for 11 seasons. That same year, girls basketball finished as runner-ups. In 1992, the girls volleyball team will win a state championship and also be recognized as one of the top 25 teams in the country by Mizuno. The following year, they will go on to win their second state title. Padres hit a milestone in the 1994-95 school year as the first graduating class of the school's history celebrates their 20th class reunion. The Padres begin their 25th year with the start of the 1995-96 school year, and Vic Sanchez is selected as the fourth principal in Marcos de Niza history. a position he will hold for the next 2 years. One of his contributions that he is most proud of is the phrase, "Padres enter with pride and respect," which has gone on to become a tradition here at Marcos. Wrestling will win its fourth title during the 1990s in 1997, and the campus will undergo a major 4-year remodeling project affecting all parts of the campus. Remember that young junior, Steve Adolph, back in 1972 that scored the first touchdown in school history? He will be named Marcos' 5th principal in the 1997-98 school year, a position he will hold for the remainder of the decade. The decade of the 90s closes out with Marcos de Niza celebrating its 30th year during the 1999-2000 school year. Part of the celebration recognizes teachers who helped open the school and continue to teach at Marcos de Niza. Don Adler, Jane Benedict, Jan Cummings, Larry Langford, and Sheila Walrath. Some of the notable Padres of the 90s include Bruce Barrow, class of 1990, varsity football player who lettered 3 times and will go on to play football at Illinois State University. He is currently the owner of 20 Barrow's Pizza locations across the state of Arizona. David Thompson, class of 1991, former student body president, will go on to the U.S. Air Force Academy. He will serve 23 years in the Air Force and Air National Guard as an F-15 Eagle fighter pilot, flying 30 combat missions during Operation Southern Watch in Iraq. And after 9/11, he was chosen in 2001 to fly the B-2 stealth bomber over Game 7 of the World Series at Bank One Ballpark as the Diamondbacks defeated the Yankees.
Hello, Marcos de Niza. My name is David Thompson. I'm a 1991 Marcos de Niza graduate. Congratulations on 50 years. Whether I was flying F-15s over the skies of Iraq for combat or flying the B-2 stealth bomber over the Diamondbacks World Series Game 7 victory, I always remembered the lessons at Marcos de Niza was all about people. Affect one person at a time, and that's what you did for my life, and I appreciate it. Thanks for everything. Congratulations on 50 years of being Padres.
Greg Vanny, class of 1992, soccer high school parade All-American in 1991-92, Arizona Gatorade State Player of the Year. He went on to play in Major League Soccer for the LA Galaxy. He was the first American to play in the French First Division and is now the current MLS head coach of the Toronto FC. Marcus Brunson, class of 1996, Arizona Gatorade Player of the Year for track and field. He will go on to become a world-class sprinter and 2-sport NCAA athlete in track and football. He will become a Pac-10 Male Athlete of the Year at ASU in 2001 and eventually become ranked 4th in the world in the 100-meter sprint. Celeste Rodriguez, class of 1997, joined Fox 10 in 2013 and is the current morning show anchor.
Well, hi everyone, I'm Celeste Rodriguez, and I just wanted to take a few quick moments, class of 97, to say 50 looks good on you, Padres, and congratulations. I'm a morning anchor here in Phoenix for Fox 10, and I learned so much as a Padre, lasting friendships, and also from all of the great and wonderful and amazing teachers that I met over the years. So just a quick hello, and I hope all of you are well and staying healthy and safe during this pandemic. But a quick note to say you look amazing, Padres. 50 looks amazing on you.
Mr. Dave Stark begins coaching boys basketball in 1997-98 with a remarkable run that continues to this day. A bit more about that later. Sarah Happel Jackson, class of 1998, will go on to work in Hollywood as a writer, producer, and director. She will make a name for herself in reality TV, working on such shows as Big Brother, Billion Dollar Buyer, and many more. She is currently an executive producer with Disney+.
Happy anniversary, Marcos. I'm Sarah from class of 1998, and even though I'm not in Arizona anymore, I am always proud to say that I was a Padre, so congrats on half a century.
As the Padres enter a new century with pride and respect, to quote Mr. Vic Sanchez, Marcos de Niza will continue to achieve excellence in athletics, activities, and the arts. In 2000, I was selected as the 6th principal of Marcos de Niza and proudly served in that capacity for the next 14 years. The second alumni from Marcos to hold this position. Of course, Steve Adolph was the first. During that time, I was witness to many exciting moments of Padre pride. In 2001-2 school year, varsity wrestling will win a state championship along with boys basketball, and varsity cheer will place second in the first AIA-sponsored cheerleading competition under the direction of head coach Maureen Sneed, who herself is a Padre alumni. The following year, varsity wrestling will win state again. Marcos de Niza's first academic decathlon team wins the Rookie of the Year trophy, and the girls softball team is runner-up in the state. Not to be outdone, the Padre Marching Band wins the Fiesta Bowl competition, entitling them to march in the Fiesta Bowl and compete in the national competition in 2004. The 2003-04 school year sees a three-peat in championships in wrestling.
Hi, my name is Coach Weed. Congratulations, Marcos, for being 50 years old this year. Marcos is my home for 34 years. So many great memories. I'm so proud that we were able to build our wrestling program into the top program in the state of Arizona. With 36 state champs, 4 state championships, 5 runner-up finishes, and over 450 dual meet victories. Congratulations again, and remember, once a Padre, always a Padre.
Jim will eventually be inducted into AIA Hall of Fame in 2019-2020. Jim will spend 34 years coaching and teaching at Marcos de Niza and is the 3rd winningest coach in the history of Arizona. The winter guard is named 2004 state champion. Marcos' first ever We the People team makes it to the state championship, as well as Maureen Sneed being the head coach of that. I was her assistant coach and very proud of that. In 2004-05, Marcos de Niza is recognized by the Arizona Department of Education for significant contribution to the success of students and is one of 3 finalists for the 2004-2005 Tony Comadina Outstanding Girls Athletic Program Award. The academic decathlon once again makes it to state, and the AIA recognizes Marcos de Niza's community service with the After the Bell Award for the Rachel's Challenge Club's efforts in making a difference behind the scenes. That teacher sponsor was Miss Lisa Berkeley. That same school year, Marcos received national recognition for success with the Native American students, sending more on to college than any other public school in the nation. And Marcos' branch of Best Buddies wins the National Club of the Year award, and that coach was Julie Albers. During the 2005-06 school year, boys swim and dive wins the first Tempe All-City meet, and wrestling earned a runner-up spot at state. We the People takes first place in the regional tournament and 3rd at the state competition. While the Padres continue to look forward, they also honor the past by recognizing those who sacrificed so much. On May 5th, 2006, 61 years after his release from a concentration camp, Mr. O. Fisher was granted an honorary Marcos de Niza diploma for his dedication to teaching students and people around his personal story of being a Holocaust survivor. That was personally one of my finest times at Marcos de Niza. In the 7-8 year, they were great in all awards and areas. Baseball wins the state championship. We the People is 4th in state. Girls basketball coach Toby Greer is named Region Coach of the Year. JRTC is awarded the Honor Unit with distinction and 2nd place for unarmed drill team. Padre Ladies Swim has an outstanding season with several new records set and swimmers meeting at the state. Girls volleyball made the Final 4 in the state playoffs. Boys cross country was the runner-up in the state championship. Boys golf took 2nd in the state and 1st place trophy in the East Valley. The Padre Band earns a Superior at the state championship competition. Best Buddies named Outstanding Chapter for the 4th consecutive year in a row. Girls golf wins its 2nd in the state. Varsity Spirit Line is state runner-up in the all-girl stunt division of the AIA Championships. boys basketball and volleyball both finish runners-up in the state, and the robotics club wins the National Rookie of the Year. The first decade of the new millennium comes to a close with JROTC earning a nearly perfect score in the tri-annual regional formula inspection, and football placed second in the state. In November, they won the AIA Game of the Year trophy with their big win over #1 ranked Centennial, a nationally ranked powerhouse, beating them 16-14. Zach Shira was an outstanding quarterback for that team.
Congratulations to Marcos de Niza High School on a historic 50 years. Marcos has always been rich in diversity, strong in its community, and is a true gem in the heart of Tempe. Thanks to all the wonderful teachers, coaches, and principals throughout the years that made Marcos what it means to me and so many other people. And thanks to the generations of students before and after my class that have made it what it means to be a Padre. Here's to another historic 50 years. Again, congratulations, and go Padres.
Wrestling rounds out the decade as state runner-up. Some of the notable Padres from this decade include Jessica Turpin, class of '02, who will go on to work at ESPN for the past 8 years and is currently an associate producer in the greater Los Angeles area since 2018. Chris Edwards, class of 2002, is currently an assistant professor of physics and astronomy at the science laboratory that worked on the Curiosity rover that explored travel on Mars. Mike Farfalla, class of 2002, went to a success as a Broadway sound engineer. Notable productions include Last Ship with score written by Sting, Book of Mormon, Spring Awakening, and is currently the lead sound engineer on Hamilton U.S. tours. Noah James, class of 2007, a graduate of NYU Tisch School of the Arts, and is now an actor and director, known for The Shameless and The Chosen. Joey Burke, class of 2009, who would go on to play in college basketball at ASU and professionally in Europe, Australia, and Chinese Taipei women's national team.
The second decade of the millennium brings continued success, recognition, and achievement for the Padre Nation. During the 2010-2011 school year, Marcos partners with ASU's W.P. Carey School of Business to create the Marcos Business Academy with the purpose of preparing students in areas of marketing, finance, and entrepreneurship. The DECA program celebrates 20 consecutive years of success during this decade in state, national, and international competitions. DECA has 7 international winners over the years, including individual and team winners. The program will also have a profound impact on the local community as students take on service projects each year to help those in need, most notably opening Tempe Threads in 2014. In 2011, Marcos received its first A rating by the Arizona Department of Education for its commitment to excellence in education. The Marcos de Niza branch of We the People, an educational extracurricular team, competed in nationals in 2013 and 2014 in Washington, D.C., with one of the units winning Best in the Nation in 2014. The team will make it to state competitions 8 of the 10 years in this decade.
50 years, Padres. I can't believe you made it this long. You and I have had a relationship since the 80s. I can't imagine anywhere else I'd rather spend my time. So congratulations, and maybe we'll be together for another 50 years. Now, I'm Maureen Seed. I teach government here at Marcos de Niza, and I've had some of my best memories. I graduated in 1986, started teaching right away, and have never left. I've watched sports teams win state championships. I've watched DECA programs win at nationals. But my proudest moment is when I get to work with the We the People kids, because I get to show that yes, Marcos is talented on the football field or in the boardroom, but man, we are talented in the classroom. And twice, 2013 and 2014, my We the People kids went to nationals. We went to Washington, D.C., and Tempe, this community rallied around us. And they raised the money to send us to Washington, D.C. I will never forget the feeling of community the 2 years that we went. And one team, 1 year in 2014, was even named the best team in the nation. So, next 50 years, Marcos, keep winning on the field, keep killing it in the boardroom, and we're gonna keep killing it in the classroom. Congratulations.
During this decade, JROTC will celebrate 35 years as a Gold Star unit and place in the top 10% of all JROTC in the country in 2020. Members will continue to shine in competitions, community service, and commitment to the country. And Megan Wentz will receive an appointment to West Point. In athletics, cross country will finish state runner-up in 2010, and football will finish state runner-up in 2015. Boys basketball coach Dave Stark, who began his coaching career at Marcos in the 97-98 school year, will win his 300th game in the 2019 season. All of those wins while coaching at Marcos.
50 years, Marcos de Niza Padres. Wow, it's been a great ride. This is Coach Stark here. In my 23rd year. Big part of my life's been spent here in Padre land. All my kids have graduated from here, and my nephew. It's just been a great situation to be at Marcos de Niza. I can't imagine in 50 years and the 100th anniversary how great a place this will be. Anyhow, I appreciate all the students and athletes that I've had a chance to teach and coach. It's been a great time for me, and I wish this school the best and the community the best. And once a Padre, always a Padre.
After a 12-year absence from state cheer competition, our cheer team will finish in 3rd place at the AIA State Championship under the direction of Katie Treadwell. In 2013, Kate Roman begins the engineering program at Marcos. That year was the inaugural year for the Great Pumpkin Chunking Contest, where students build medieval catapults and launch pumpkins across the practice field. In May of 2017, they would also spearhead the district-wide cardboard boat race, challenging students from all the TUHSD schools to build life-size boats only using cardboard and duct tape. In 2014, Sean McDonald will become the 7th principal at Marcos and will remain in that position until 2019, when he will move to the district office as the assistant superintendent. Immediately, he and his administrative team put in place a school-wide vision for building relationships and the idea of creating a culture of kindness. During this decade, many different construction projects helped restore the campus, including culinary rooms that were brought up to date with state-of-the-art equipment, a new 12,000 square foot weight room, wrestling room, main gym, and locker rooms, and a remodel of the current football field. In 2017, Marcos creates the Fine Arts Academy with the goal of developing the whole individual through a curriculum that integrates visual and performing arts with college preparatory academics. Drama teacher Patrick McChesney in 2015 will be nominated and become a semi-finalist for the inaugural Excellence in Theater Education Award, a presentation of the Tonys and Carnegie Mellon University.
Congratulations, Marcos. It's been 50 years. I am so fortunate that I have been here for 20 of them. I've seen some amazing students come through here. I've appreciated the support of families and administrators, and it's hard to believe that next year will be my 50th production here at Marcos. So congratulations, and here's to 50 more years.
Students involved in this academy will also go on to gain national recognition with awards in musical theater. 2017 graduate Briana Fleming and 2020 graduate Brock Drew will receive Broadway Jimmy Award nominations. Artists led by Mrs. Reagan Guzman have placed multiple winners in the Valley Metro Bus Rap Contest, which showcases the talents of artists who create a themed picture to be duplicated and displayed on Valley Metro buses and light rails for a full calendar year. Our first place winners of this contest include 2016 Cami Lentz and 2019, Celine Evans. Since 2016, we have also had 4 contest runners-up, including Sydney Stormont in 2020. In 2019, I was given the honor of serving as Marcos de Niza's 8th principal. I'm so proud to be a small part of the 50 years of culture, of achievement, of diversity and overcoming struggle, the celebrations, and the successes that define this school and community. I know that the next 50 years will only continue to build on our incredible Marcos de Niza legacy. Other notable alumni from the 2010s include Sam Dorman, class of 2010. He will go on to represent the United States in the 2016 Rio Summer Olympics and win an Olympic silver medal in the 3-meter springboard synchronized event. They finished 4 points shy of winning the gold medal.
Fellow Padres, what's going on, squad? My name's Sam Dorman. I am a 2016 Olympic silver medalist, and I graduated from Marcos de Niza in 2010, and I wanted to stop in, say congratulations on the 50th anniversary. There's been many memories at Marcos, from the weight room to Wojciechowicz's class, so congratulations on the 50th anniversary, and I hope to come back and see you guys soon. Take care and have a great day.
Collin Mulligan, class of 2010, will go on to become a successful lighting designer for national touring theatrical productions, most notably designing projects for Light Switch, including National Geographic Encounter, Ocean Odyssey in Times Square, and Illumination at the Morton Arboretum in Chicago. Ashton Corey, class of 2011, will go on to become a New York City-based vocalist, musician, composer, sound designer, and audio engineer whose recent Broadway theatrical credits include the 2nd national tour of A Gentleman's Guide to Love and Murder, Tom Copley, and Pip's Island off-Broadway.
My name's Ashton Michael Corey, and I am class of 2011. I just wanted to say congratulations, Padres, on 50 incredible years. Marcos de Niza laid the foundation for my career in theater and in music, and gave me so many lifelong friends along the way. Marcos was and is a place I'll always be proud to call home, and I'll always be proud to say, once a Padre, always a Padre.
Priest Willis, class of 2012, first team AP All-American and Rivals National Top 50 player who will go on to play college football at UCLA and Texas A&M. Chandler Corley Essex, class of 2013, a member of the first We the People team to qualify for the national competition in Washington, D.C., and a graduate of the University of Arizona with a musical theater degree, and currently an actor in New York City.
Hello, my name is Chandler Corley Essex, and I graduated from Marcos de Niza in 2013, went on to study musical theater at the University of Arizona, and now I'm in New York as a working actor. And my time at Marcos really did set me up for success. It taught me that I want to do everything and that I can do anything. I would spend my mornings working with the first ever National We the People team. So shout out to Sneed and Peters and Dots, and thank you for teaching me how to change the world. And the rest of my time was spent as a diligent little theater kid, and that wouldn't have been possible without Ches and Troyak and all the confidence you gave me. And in the meantime, I was being pep talked by Mrs. Benson and high-fived by Mr. Murzio. So it really was the golden years in terms of Marcos teachers. I want to say thank you from the very bottom of my heart, and happy 50th birthday, Marcos.
Briana Fleming, class of 2017, will become a published author in 2016 for her one-act play, Wingman. And in 2017, at ASU Gamage Annual State High School Musical Theater Awards, she will win Best Lead Female for her role as the fairy godmother in Cinderella, which qualified her for a chance to win the National High School Theater Jimmy Award on Broadway.
Hi, my name is Briana Fleming. I graduated in the class of 2017, and I just wanted to say congratulations to Marcos for turning 50 years old. That is so crazy. But I wanted to give a special shout out to all of the staff members and teachers that work at Marcos. Without you, Marcos wouldn't be what it is, and your dedication to education. Thank you so much, and congrats on 50 years.
Kristen Muir, class of 2017, four-sport athlete playing volleyball, football, soccer, and track her senior year. She will become the only person in the country to score points in both volleyball and football on the same night. Brock Drew, class of 2020, received a fine arts scholarship to the University of Arizona. In 2020, at ASU Gamage Annual State High School Musical Theater Awards, he will win Best Lead Male for his role as Cat in the Hat in Seussical the Musical, which qualified him for a chance to win the National High School Theater Jimmy Award on Broadway.
As you've seen, the past half-century has produced many golden moments for Marcos de Niza. We pause during this 50th year to recognize the achievements, celebrate
the awards, and honor the individuals who built the foundation of the Padre Nation. However, none of this would have been possible without the passion,
dedication, hard work, and sacrifice of many faculty, staff, students, parents, and community members. A school is not merely a group of buildings, but rather a collection of individuals
working towards a common goal, to instill in students the knowledge and tools necessary to achieve their dreams and goals. While we honor the past, we look forward with anticipation and excitement for the future.
And we will enter it with pride and respect.
Once a Padre,
always a Padre.
Always a Padre.
I woke up feeling like this gon' be my day. I got that poppin' fire every step I take. Living that wild life, not stopping out no way. Just seeing green lights, won't ever touch the brakes. Let me tell you something. 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 Got a real good feeling. Got a real good feeling. Like there is lightning deep in my bones. Got a real good feeling. I won't hit no ceiling. I'm going higher than I've ever known. Got a real good feeling. Right now, right now. Got a real good feeling. Right now, right now. Right now, right now. Right now, right now. This place is jumping off hard as it can get. No, we won't ever stop dancing on the edge. We like it dangerous, we like to see you spread. Turn up another notch, you ain't seen nothing yet. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something.